Yeah, okay. That's what it was. The microphone was not on. I was wondering why it was so quiet in here. Howdy, folks. It's Fridays with Frank. Um, just a heads up. I'm not doing 100% today, so it's only going to be an hour long, and I'm not going to be in Discord. It's just going to be a simple live stream today. Uh, let's see. I see Andy Callie in the chat. Andy was there first, of course. Gary, congratulations on the call. There we go. Congratulations on the call sign, KR4JGD. Congratulations on that, Gary. And yeah, let's hear. Kelly's in there. Brian's in there. John's in there. Mark's in there. Tim's in there. Here goes my earphone. That's okay. It's only to hear my annoying ass voice. Oh wait, yeah, I'm 2 minutes in. I'm good. Yeah, there. Oh, Paul's in there. So Paul, have we figured out? Is it JI1 or is it K5? Which is it? If you guys didn't hear us on Toads, you missed out. Anyway, yes. Let's see here. Mark mentioned it. Can't wait for the segments of stuff. Well, this week is train stuff. So we're back to, yeah, we'll just do it this way. We're back to the railroad, folks. And boom. Oh yeah, I forgot to redo them so I'm not squished below them. Your railroad term of the day today, sidings. Ever hear sidings? No? Maybe you think that's paneling in your house. Well, guess what, folks? It's more than just paneling in your house. A siding is a stretch of track that usually runs alongside the main track. Now, there is a difference between a siding and two main tracks side by side. A siding has a start and an end point. So you have the east switch and the west switch, or the north switch and the south switch, which depending upon the railroad you're on. For us, it's eastbound control signal and westbound control signal. So think of it like a turnout lane on a highway. You know those little turnout lanes. It's sort of like a passing lane, but not quite. Think of it like that. Except it might be mile, 2 mile. Yeah. I think about the longest siding I've seen up until recently is about a mile and a half, actually. No, just over 2 miles. Because it's 10,622 feet? Yeah, something around there. So, just over 2 miles. Sidings are critical on, let's see, single track territory because without them, that train goes from point A to point B, and then the train going the other way goes point A to point B. With sidings, you meet in the middle and go around each other. So when you see a long train sitting off to the side while another one rolls past, that train that's sitting is probably in the siding. Some sidings are short, some are, as I said, a couple miles long, and trains are definitely longer these days than most sidings, unfortunately. So you have this issue of, the dispatcher has to fit the proper puzzle piece in the proper section in order to make things happen. And I should have been more prepared with this. I was not, and I apologize. As I said, I'm not 100% today. But let me see if I can pull up an example. And it's a great example because it comes straight from the horse's mouth, if you will. And I just have to scroll now to the proper page for this. So let's see. Scrolling. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so everybody knows Winnemucca, Nevada, and Reno, Nevada, right? Yeah, we're all familiar with Winnemucca, Nevada, and Reno, Nevada, at least reasonably. Johnny Cash had a song. He shot a man in Reno, just watch him die. Okay, yeah, cool, cool. We're on the same page. All right. So I'm trying to zoom this in so I don't give away too many details, shall we say. Here we go. Share this. This is what we call a track map. This shows where all the sightings are along a particular subdivision. And if I scroll, you can see some sightings are to the left, some sightings are to the right. Then you have branch lines that come off, and those branch lines have sightings. And each of these sightings, if you look over here in the far right column, right above my logo over there, tells you how long the sighting is. So the sighting at Hurlong, Nevada is only 4,279 feet. So, 100 feet shy of a mile. Whereas the sighting at Reynard is 5,739 feet. So that's almost 500 feet over a mile long. So each sighting has its own different thing and its own way of doing things. Now, of course, the railroads have their own way of designating what a sighting is and how it works. But there you go. There's your railroad term of the day. Now let's move on to the myth. The railroad myth of the week. Crews can control the signals. You don't want to know how many times I've heard, oh yeah, my grandpa had a model train set and he was able to control the signal while running the train on his layout. No, it is nothing like that. Crews do not control signals. Signals are controlled by dispatchers and automated systems that monitor track occupancy and switches. So in that previous slide there where I showed you part of the timetable, we'll use Gerlach and Reynard again as the sighting names. If the dispatcher has that across a whole board, and if he sees a train in the Gerlach siding, he knows he can't put another train in the Gerlach siding. That siding's occupied. So the automated system says, nope, they have to go down the main line until the next siding at Trigo. Or the next siding going the other way at Phil. Or Reynard, etc., etc. The crew's job, myself, the engineer, our job is to observe and obey the signal. We can't change it. We have no control over it. The best we can do is we can get on the radio and go, yeah, hey, dispatcher, we're looking at a red light and we're wondering how long we're going to be sitting here. And dispatcher comes back with, yeah, you're sitting for one train or you're sitting for 3 trains or whatever. And we go, okay, cool. That way we know how much time we have to take a quick nap, get off, walk up and down, stretch our legs, that sort of stuff. If the signal is red, we cannot override it. It's not like, we don't push a button and go green, and it magically goes green. Doesn't happen. We can't vote on it. We can't push a button. We can't do anything like that. It's all designed that way for safety, so no single crew can accidentally create a conflict with another crew and their train or with the dispatching system or anything like that. And Mark's going to love this. If crews controlled signals, railroads would be, well, way more exciting than anyone wants. They would definitely be quite a bit exciting. So that's your railroad myth of the week. Now, the fun part, why was your train delayed? Waiting on the dispatcher, that is a common delay reason. the dispatchers are usually in one big dispatching center, like a 911 comm system. They're all in the same building. For Union Pacific, it's in Omaha, Nebraska, home of the Smoking Eight, maybe. And then for Burlington Northern, it's down in, and Paul and Sean, hi Sean, you're gonna love this. Burlington Northern's headquarters are in Dallas Fort Worth. So all our trains get dispatched out of Dallas. Now, they control large territories. We're talking hundreds of miles of track. One dispatcher can control. Oh, geez. For those familiar with California, one dispatcher can control everything from Roseville, California, which is northeast of Sacramento, all the way down to Oakland, California. And that's across 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets of lines that all go from Roseville and circle either down the valley and across Altamont Pass or down into the Bay Area directly via Sacramento, into the Bay itself. So they control large territories. And there's dozens of trains, especially if you're on a passenger route. There's dozens of trains at once that they have to worry about. Then you have the corridor managers and the road managers and, believe it or not, the stockholders proverbially and the C-suite proverbially breathing down the dispatcher's neck going, you put that train in front of that train? Why? No, bad. Put the other train ahead of that one. And it becomes a very stressful nightmare. I've had the chance to see behind the scenes, and I've experienced it from this side, so I know it gets really rocky. There is one dispatcher that if you ever get to hear him work, and right now he's working out of the LA region on Union Pacific, so out of Omaha. The dispatcher initials Tango Lima Hotel, TLH. Big Dog Todd. He is the best dispatcher out there. I wish every dispatcher were like him, because he takes none, he gives none, he keeps things rolling no matter what. He says, I'll keep giving you greens, you drop them like they're hot, and don't stop till you hit a red. And you just keep going. It's nice and easy. Of course, the dispatchers have to line the route, space the trains safely, based on what the signal system, the automated signal system will let them do, handle the maintenance away going, hey, I need on at point A, and I need to go all the way to point F, and that's going to screw up half of your day, so how can we work something out? So handling track work, weather issues, so on and so forth, up to and including railroad emergencies. When we hit somebody, something, whatever, if it's obvious that something is a problem, we have to work with the dispatcher, who then works with our RCC. It's different in different companies, but basically the Dispatch Emergency Comm Center, who then works with the most local authorities to our location at the time. Of course, sometimes the train ahead of you is ready to go, and no, wait, hold on, I have that backwards. Sometimes you're ready to go. You're ready to get out of the yard. You're ready to start your day. You've already been sitting there for 3 hours, on the yard lead. You tone up the dispatcher and you go, yeah, we've been sitting here for 3 hours. When can we get out of the yard and get on the move? Well, the dispatcher has 14 trains ahead of you, 7 of them going the same direction you are, 6 of them coming towards you, and 1 that's stalled. He or she has to work that out. And, so you may be ready. The railroad's not ready, though. So the train has to wait until there's a safe window to move. So, from the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, but behind the scenes, it's chaos, but controlled chaos. And speaking of chaos, let's talk about the safety minute. This one's going to be a hot one. And then I'll get to all the comments I see over on the other monitor scrolling in chat. Your safety minute of the week. Trespassing myths and facts. Trespassing on railroad tracks, of course, is illegal in most places. A lot of people think the tracks are public property and they can just walk alongside them. They're not. They're private property, just like somebody's backyard, believe it or not. Big thing to talk about here is the right-of-way. If you have railroad tracks near you, be a good idea to check the right-of-way maps, because it can extend up to, I'm way too small here, but it can extend up to 100 feet or more out from the center of the rail bed. So right here along the center of the rail bed, it can go up to 100 feet in either direction. And if you have multiple tracks, that's not measured from the center track. That's measured from the outermost track. So if you have 3 tracks, that's measured this way from this track and this way from this track. This center track is just property, period. So, even if you don't see a train or whatnot, one can show up silently and fast, because we run on what's now called continuous welded rail, or CWR. You don't have the clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack of trains of old going over joint bars and whatnot. For the most part, there's some branch lines that you still have that. So, and since we can go up to 60 to 70 miles an hour in most places, and the Amtrak can go higher, it's even more silent, and by the time you hear us, it's too late. So if you like trains, the safest way to enjoy them is from public crossings behind the gate, please. Don't. When the gates come down, be my face. Be on that side of the gate. Don't be my head now. Be my face now, okay? Be on the outside of the gates. Station platforms, if you have any nearby. There are some designated parks or viewing areas as well that you could use. No photo or shortcut is worth anyone getting hurt or worse. So, there's your trespassing myth with a safety minute of the week. With that, let me, my monitor's way over compared to normal here, my chat monitor. I wanted to bring something else up, and then I will come back over to comments. So, unless you've been living under a rock for the past 48 hours, you have heard that the primary driver and person behind Hamclock, Elwood, has passed away. I am going to leave it at that. He was a great guy. I've talked to him a handful of times via email. We weren't close, but we were a good guy. Good connection there. But in my live stream last night and in my post yesterday about it, and I'm going to bring these up here in the back end side of things real quick, I was given 2 bits of information. So let me switch over here. So here, let's see here. Nico said, we are working on an alternative, hamvision.net. And I will drop these in the chat. But this is what the hamvision.net ham clock looks like. You cannot change anything right now from the sounds of it, because I've tried clicking everywhere and there's, you can scroll for the contests. Oh, maybe. Oh, you can configure it if you're an admin. So they're still testing stuff out. But this is the Ham Vision clock that they're doing. And then Mark Wickens posted on the post that I let everybody know about this, the QSO 365 link, the end of ham clock. And it's an article by Golf 6 November Hotel Uniform talking about what will happen after, what will happen come June and whatnot. So I will be dropping both of these links here in the chat. So go check them out, and we will see what comes of this. Oh, and I guess I should turn that Nightbot command off, because we are not currently doing a... Uh-oh. Oh, my batteries died there. We're not doing an audio live right now, so I don't need the audio live command to go out. By the way, Nightbot is active, and let me get these headphones, the batteries fixed out on this while I'm chatting and catching up on chat here. Good evening. I see Eric in chat. I see Bob in the chat. Bob is watching on Twitch because he's getting buffering on the YouTube side. That's, oh, it's on Android, so that might be an Android problem. I don't know. Let's see here. I see Dave, and of course, EOD Kaboom's in chat. Sean's in chat. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm far enough up. Let's see here. Mark says, if a train left for Memphis at 4 in the morning, would 90 miles an hour be fast enough? Name that tune and artist. No, Mark. No, I'm not going to do either. What about a steering wheel? Do I have a steering wheel in it? No, we do not have a steering wheel. Not at all. Not a steering wheel anywhere in that engine. None of them. Only the British have a steering wheel, apparently. Oh, am I buffering? Really? I shouldn't be buffering. Well, Dave, if I'm buffering, then it'll be up live afterwards. So we'll see what happens. Well, Tim says I sound look all right. Oh, good job, Gary. QSL card from Elmer. That's a good one. Let's see. Mark, can I cause a derailment by putting something on the track, like another train? Yeah, another train could cause a derailment. Absolutely. Let's see here. The tertiary Tim has arrived. So Mark, unbeknownst to most, there's only two Tims. There's only two Tims. There's EOD and Grayman. That's it. There's only two of them. Let's see. You heard Frank put a Baofeng on track once. Eric, could it have been this Baofeng that I'm holding right here? Yeah, maybe. If you know, you know. And no, I have not put a radio or a Nokia on the tracks. All right, let's see here. Yeah, code snack 9. Frank needs cookies now. You know, I've been shoving my face full of food today as much as I can, and I don't know what's going on. Hey, Hollywood, good to see ya. Okay, so Tim, yeah, I don't know how Grayman is other Tim when there's Gray Man Tim and then there's EOD Tim. So what it is I'm gonna leak it without leaking it. Everybody thinks 4-5 is Tim as well. Is 4-5 Tim? Yeah, exactly, EOD. I think everyone thought 4-5 was a Tim. Absolutely. Yeah, but Sean, there's so many ways to spell Sean. There's even I found this out, I kid you not. You can even spell Sean apparently CEAN and CHEAN. Don't ask. Just don't ask. Oh, you are a two. Okay. That's interesting, Tim. That's very interesting. Is this going to become a Sarah thing? You know, because there's SARA, SARAH, and CERA. Sarah, and Sarah. Oh boy. There you go. Oh, he didn't. You know, he who denies it supplies it, right, Tim? Uh, hey James, good to see you in here. Yeah, with a C. Yeah, with a C, Sean. Yeah, just stick to WTF. It's so much better. It's absolutely so much better. Okay, let's see. I don't need these windows open anymore, so I can close those out. And I can close that. There, now my computer will probably be happier on the CPU. But Mark, you forgot the most important one. Timmy! Alright, Jason, what's your question? What's your question, Cyber Jason? You know, while I'm waiting, it's interesting. My lighting seems darker on this side than over here, and I don't know why. Are these mushrooms I found in the cow pasture edible? Jason, if you're taking mushrooms from a cow pasture, I don't know what to tell you, man. I, I really don't know what to tell you. I would not advise it. I would not advise taking mushrooms from a cow pasture. And I definitely would not suggest the cow patties either. I have been told that they are not very good. Why not take the mushrooms from the cow pasture, Dave? You don't know what is on them, in them, or about them. And if you're not a mushroom hunter, I know there's a more scientific term for it, but as I said at the beginning, I'm not doing well today. If you're not a mushroom hunter and know exactly what you're picking and whatnot, well, you could end up on the cold slab in the mortuary. And I don't think any of us want that. Let's hear 3-point lighting. You know, oh, that's funny, Hollywood, because we have 3-point safety. We have to have 3 points of contact at any given time on the railroad. Um, yeah, I actually have 4 points of lighting here, so. But Gary, can you outrun the bull? That's the question. Because the bull can cross field to field in 9 point something seconds. Are you faster than the bull? If you get the joke, you get the joke. Yeah, funny, Mark, funny. No, Bob, I'm still in the process of doing it. So I somehow I'm gonna find a different use for it. But I picked up this DC to DC converter. Oh look, you can see one of my lights. Come on. There. No, you're not gonna. Oh jeez. Okay. Well, it's a DC to DC converter. It takes 9 volts to 36 volts in and outputs 12 volt 20 amp max. I was going to use this, and a certain someone in chat told me it was a very noisy device and I shouldn't use it. So I haven't used it yet, but I haven't returned it, but I haven't found a use for it yet. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I'm still trying to fuse together stuff. Actually, can I? No, you don't get to see behind. You don't get to see behind the magic curtain here. Imagine that. Frank has a magic curtain. No, that's not an actual train behind me, folks. It's actually a photo I took, though. For more information, franksrails.com. So, I have these barrel jack to bare wire adapters, and I've slowly been fusing the leads. So I can get all the barrel jack adapter stuff that goes barrel jack to noisy converter into the wall to 12 volt supply. So no, Bob, I'm not quite done with the Studio Shack rebuild yet. Long strange trip. Well, Jason, let me know that you safely get off the trip. Seriously though, yeah. Okay, it's a joke. Silos B grow on cow. Okay. So, see, Jason, you're the mushroom hunter, obviously. Or at least you know enough, so you must know, where am I here? I just heard Morse code. I have no radios on. I heard it in my ears, which means it's coming out of the mixer, but I don't have any of those faders up. That's interesting. Okay, sorry, a squirrel moment there, folks. Oh, Dave, you hunt mushrooms every spring. Okay, well, you have fun with the mushrooms. I'm probably gonna lose like 10 people on that count right now. Mushrooms are like seafood for me. No, no, no. Not gonna happen. Hey, Rick, good to see ya. Yeah, exactly, Mark. You got it. Let's see. Jason, I don't know if it's a Reagan joke. That'd be interesting. Wait, Andy is streaming? World Radio League, Andy? That's interesting. I didn't. Usually there's some good coordination going on, but hey, you know, whatever. Tomato, tomato, right? Let's see. Who is. Show more. I don't see Andy live, Tim. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Jason 2.0 is testing new Starlink on stream stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You know, Jason's been busy testing that, absolutely. Psylocke B are magic mushrooms. Okay, very cool. Well, there you have it, Jason. You officially know more than I do. So, Tim, that's the thing about Andy. Andy is Andy Cowley is everywhere. He has I'm pretty sure he has more monitor space than I do, and he has Jason and me and Josh and Tank Radio, and whoever else. He has everybody up everywhere. Oh yeah, Jason is live. Let's see. I switched to 125 watching. Okay. Oh, and he has Tim and Mesh Dealer Dave on. No wonder why chat's been so quiet. The other Tim has been MIA. Oh, let's see here. Come on, don't do that. Thank you. What an interesting time for him to choose to stream. Oh, that's where 4-5 and Colin is, and oh, okay. Yeah, no, Andy Cowley is the original ham AI. He's the ham AI of everywhere. You would too, Mark, wouldn't you? Let's see. Good morning. Ah, there we go. Good morning, Pepe. Glad to see you in here. Yeah, Jason, exactly. Andy is the Matrix. What do you mean? What do you mean? Jason doesn't show live? Jason definitely shows live. Oh wait, hold on. Was it the? No, it's live. Yeah. That is live. Let me take your comment off the screen there, James. Let's hear. Yeah, that is live. That is definitely live. 125 watching, started streaming 39 minutes ago. So not he literally started streaming same time I did. Oh boy. Okay. Hey, that's fine. There's plenty of people to go around. And he's testing stuff out and having fun. That's okay. Let's see here. I just put a comment in there. But yeah, he's definitely having fun with the Starlink. So EOD, that's why in my chat, let me that's why in my chat I have Nightbot. You can do any of the Nightbot commands that I have set up. So, let me see. I already having fun over in the other chat. Oh, there we go. Jason's done. So, let me. Where's my? Here we go. Here it is. So, Tim, let me turn off chat and weather. These are you can't see me, but I'm pointing to the physical thing. These are all the Nightbot commands you can have in my chat. So you can do Cards Against Humanity. I have POTA Cards Against Humanity. I have Streaming Cards Against Humanity. I have Railroad Cards Against Humanity. I have a bunch of utility and fun commands. So yeah, lots and lots of fun there. So there you go. Oh yeah, see, and Jason got it. Jason got it. Let's see here. Now Hollywood, I know you won't, and I respect it. But if you put exclamation mark or bang weather and say your zip code or nearby zip code or a zip code within 100 miles or whatever, you could get that right into chat without having to type it. And what do you mean it's not a scanner stream? I saw you over on Jason just now. Hi, Colin. Yeah, it's not going to take airport codes, Jason. I haven't gotten the airport code yet. But yeah, do like weather and then zip code or weather and city. So yeah, 90210. Yeah, that works. That should work. Absolutely. Okay, apparently I need to fix that. So let's go weather. Let me see if it works for me. We'll just quickly see if it works for me. Huh. Apparently the weather command is not working. I'm going to have to work that out. Mrs. Cotter's tuna casserole. No, Hollywood. I don't like tuna casserole either. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, yeah, Colin, he was just testing Starlink, obviously, Um, he was just testing that, and probably could have gotten questions here. And you missed a great railroad segment this week, so you're gonna have to go back and team replay that. Okay, yeah, Nightbot's being Nightbody. I'm about to time out Nightbot because it's being so Nightbody. Let's see, reply commands. Yeah, that's on. That's working. Why is... I'm going to have to figure this out. Yeah, Hollywood, okay, so it should have worked. I don't know why it didn't, but it should have worked. I'm going to have... okay, hold on. I'm literally... We're going to do this live. We're gonna do this live. Let's see. We're gonna close that. Make that full screen over here. Bring this up. Let's see what chat can tell me, just off the top of my head. Let's see what chat can tell me. I'm going to use Colin's latest example here. For some reason, Nightbot is not showing the weather reply with the proper command as seen in the Nightbot setup and the chat response. What is possibly wrong here? Let's see what they have to say. Just for giggles, right? They're thinking. 25 Sunday morning. Well, then I won't tell you that my low tonight is 41 and my high tomorrow is 64. All right, so two things jump out from the screenshots. Command has a space. Ah. Okay, so let's see if it actually has a space. No, it does not. So let's try the message text. Let's save that. And try that. We're doing it live, folks. Nope. So come back to chat. Option 1 is not an issue. There is no actual space. The query does not work in the added Nightbot command. See, John's going to get Lurk, no problem. It's just the weather that's having an issue. Okay. That means Nightbot is not actually failing on the weather lookup. It's failing while parsing the command itself. Key detail you're running into, you're using a reply command, not a normal chat command. Reply commands do not support query and do not support arbitrary variable expansion the same way standard commands do. Why this fails in a reply command and this line, but both fail inside a reply command because reply commands do not accept arguments, blah, blah, blah. What does work in... Okay, so short of this is I'm going to have to work on this on the back end a little more. But the other commands are working... What happened there? Oh, that probably from when I moved it earlier. So the short end, I have to fix it. Oh, look at Colin coming in clutch here. Ensure your command is set up to accept a query. Use the following format in your command dashboard or chat. Yeah, that's what I had done, but we'll see what happens. Hey, that guy questionable. Welcome. Need an opinion. What is the best tri-band antenna for the Kenwood THD75A? The Nagoya antenna. Let me actually see. Let me bring up the exact one for you here. Let me Now, I'm not going to give you the Amazon one because that can be hit and miss. But I can give you... Oh, they don't have it there. Okay, so let me take that out of the search term. See, I don't have it on my actual list of things, but I can show you it so that you can find it properly. Does that make sense? Hi, Wild. Good. Anime. Good to see you in here. So let me switch over here. It is the 320A. Now, this is the Baofeng Tech version, but if you just search for the NA320A, it should get you the same one with multiple different options, and it would definitely be a good antenna. This is the one that I have on a couple of my radios, and I absolutely love it. If you don't like this for tri-band stuff, it's not technically a tri-band antenna, but it will work. The Signal Stuff Signal Stick. And actually, I will bring that up to show you. And unlike others, I'm not afraid to show stuff on stream. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. I don't know why that's buried so far. Jeez. Okay, so you can shop by radio here. So if you, we'll just do the presuming point, and you have. Oh no, wait, you did say the Kenwood THD-75. For those late to chat here, I'm not feeling 100%, and this is not going to go much further tonight. But if okay, direct fit. So you have. Let's see. The direct fit type. So, it's a little more bang for your buck, but definitely, here we go. I'll drop this link in chat for you. There you go. That way, you can check it out. So, either the Nagoya NA320 Alpha or the Signal Stuff link that I just dropped in chat. And Lee, that's why I didn't go to Amazon. Yeah, when you search for the Nagoya stuff, go to a place like Ham Radio Outlet or DX Engineering or Gigaparts. Make sure you get it from a trusted, reliable source. But I would use the Signal Stuff link, honestly. I would use that and get it from there. Oh, no, Signal Stuff is great, Animate. Don't get me wrong. Signal Stuff is great. I use it. I also use Nagoya. The Ham I helped get set up with, HT and mobile and all that sort of stuff last year. We got him a signal stick. Absolutely. FT5D rocking the signal stick. So. Oh, EOD Kaboom with the hot take. Cheaply made. CBM2 is my go-to. That is good to know. The signal stick is literally basically piano wire. That is how they get it so that it's so flexible and so well, you can. I don't have it here in the studio, but you can literally just bend it into. Here, let's see. You can literally take it and bend it up on itself. That's how good it is. So, that's interesting. You have a 701 and a 771, but one a true tri-band. The 320 Alpha or the Signal Stick. That's what I would go with. Wow, Colin with the hot take too. Diamond or Nagoya over Signal Stick. Well, there you go. Chat has your back there. And I'm not going to poo-poo on anybody because I only have experience with X, Y, and Z. I don't have the ability or the chance to go out and buy every single antenna and test every single antenna. I do what I can, and if I like it, I will recommend it. If I don't like it, I will go, yeah, don't do that type thing. So that's very cool, EOD. Very cool, Tim. I have, and it is just the diamond version of the Nagoya. So take your pick. Diamond's a little more money, of course, but as Colin said, he'd take Diamond or Nagoya over Signal Stick, and, well, they're both the same. Let's see here. Yeah, see, Colin, when I get something for free, one, I tell you, and two, I do. There goes the Morse code again. Where I'm gonna have to figure out what radio's on here in the studio because yeah, I tell you if I got it for free, and I give an honest review. I don't pad the numbers. I don't do nothing. If the radio is dirty, the radio is dirty. If I did the test wrong and I do it again and post a video, the next day or that evening, I admit it. I go, yeah, I screwed up with that last test. Here's the proper accurate test. So, no, I'm very honest with my stuff here. And Lee, they have. Okay, so let me. Whoop, almost saw how the sausage was made there. Uh, Signal Stick, if you shop by radio, the Kenwood D75A, which is a tri-bander, they give you different types of adapters and the direct fit SMAM Signal Stick antenna. Let's see. Can I click on this? Oh, okay. So they do say it's a 2 meter, 70 centimeter dual band that you can select. Yeah, I would. I'm gonna reach out to Signal Stuff about this. Uh, so that guy questionable. Hold off on the Signal Stick. Go with Diamond or Nagoya. I'm gonna reach out to Signal Stuff about that because that is a good point, Lee. Thank you. I I I went into that blind thinking that they would know what they're talking about and they would have a actual tri-band antenna, but I mean, it is a piece of piano wire, so let's see here. What I really appreciate is when a new maker device shows up from Hong Kong with the wrong antenna, I just dig in a box for what I need. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let me see if I can do this without. That box is right here, right? Yeah. It's a thick box, so. Oh, there go all my fuses. Animate, you think I have enough? I'm not going to open this because they'll all fall out, but you think I have enough? And it's heavy too. Yeah, that thing's heavy. So, absolutely. Oh, Dave doesn't think there is a tribe. I'm going to reach out to them now. I am going to reach out to them and be like, bro, what's going on? And with that, folks, I hate to do this because I always have fun. I have fun with these, but I'm not doing well today. These lights are starting to really wear on me. I will see y'all throughout the week on the various live streams, but I will see you next Thursday for the NorCal SwapNet at 0400 UTC. Watch social media pages, my Discord, whatever. All are linked down below and in the About section of whatever streaming platform you're watching on, because I'm doing something new with the NorCal Swap, so we'll see how well that works out. Last night was the second week with it. And if I miss you for that, I will see you next week at 0100 UTC for Fridays with Frank. Until then, everybody, drink your oiter. That's water, by the way. Drink your oiter, 73, and put on.